Ladies and gentlemen from Colorado Springs, welcome to SmackDown Live. Dean Ambrose out, he's calling out Hideo Itami. Hideo out to answer the call. You don't belong here, Dean. I've beaten you. Get over it. Christian out with D'Lo Brown right behind him. When I asked for my one more match, I did not ask for the hardcore champion to be involved. You, Ambrose, need to get in the back of the line. Yeah, Ambrose, you better recognize that the line ends right behind D'Lo Brown. I might have lost last week, but I have a win over the light heavyweight champion, and you best believe that you are behind me in that said line. SmackDown Live general manager out. He's making this a straight up tag team match right now. Dean and Christian going to begin the matchup here. Dean gets the upper hand, beats Christian down. Impressive records in this matchup, worst of which being D'Lo Brown coming in at 5-5, Christian at 7-3, Hideo at 8-4, and Dean Ambrose at 12-8. Vicious ground and pound by the hardcore champion. Hideo hitting that back fist combo. Go to sleep to D'Lo Brown. Referee too distracted by Dean Ambrose and Christian fighting in the ring. D'Lo sending Hideo off the ropes. Sitting spinebuster. Opens up enough space to tag out to Christian. But as soon as Hideo gets back to his feet, hot tag back to D'Lo. D'Lo back in the match. Christian frightened of the light heavyweight champion. Dean Ambrose back in the match now. Dirty deeds to D'Lo Brown for 2. Christian breaks it up. D'Lo Brown hitting a facebuster to Dean. Tagging out to Christian. Get a reverse DDT. Christian now bloodying up Dean Ambrose. D'Lo Brown's also bloodied. Takes him to the top rope. It's a back suplex. Hideo gets back into the ring. Takes control. Has D'Lo Brown in the GTS position. Directing it directly at Dean Ambrose. GTS connecting. Dean Ambrose takes care of Christian. Hideo and Dean Ambrose victorious here, improving their ever-impressive records. The following matchup is Shinsuke Nakamura versus Heath Slater. Both of these superstars are at 1 and 2. This is a bottom-of-the-ladder match. To begin the match, Slater runs from Nakamura. Nakamura goes, chases Slater, throws him back into the ring, throws him off the ropes, hits a reversal, knee to the back of the head of Heath Slater. Transitions to a gutbuster, capping it off with an enziguri. Not enough. Heath Slater would get back into it with a headlock driver. Nakamura gets Heath up for the Nakamura driver for 2. Heath with a KO punch. Goes for the pin and stops the pin himself. Wants to deliver more damage. Well, now we get brutal offense to Nakamura. Heath Slater is going for it here. Nakamura hitting his comeback. Clotheslines, sweeping out the legs. Measures up, reverse power slam for 3. Nakamura improves to a 2-2 record. 2 wins in a row. He is on his way up. Heath Slater on his way down. Kalisto out next to announce his Hell in a Cell opponent. Rumors have been running rampant that he is going to give his friend and former tag team partner Sin Cara. Interruption by Carl Anderson. Anderson on the ramp, walking down towards the Cruiserweight champion, and Gallows from the crowd assaulting Kalisto. The club is demolishing Kalisto. Chair shots to Kalisto. Carl Anderson sets up a driver straight to the chair. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson set up the announce table. Carl Anderson with a cutter through the table on the Cruiserweight champion. Message sent. The following matchup is Curtis Axel versus The Miz. It is yet another bottom-of-the-ladder matchup. By the way, it has been announced Anderson will face Kalisto at Hell in a Cell for the Cruiserweight Championship. Axel coming into this matchup at 2-5. Miz coming into this matchup at 2-6. Axel begins with a drop kick to The Miz. Hits belly to belly, follows it up with a neck breaker. Capping it off, Axel roll over DDT. Miz gets back into the match, hits the Miz Stake driver, follows it up with skull crushing finale. Here we go, Axel being pinned. 1, 2, no, he kicks out. Axel back to his feet, hits spinning neck breaker, by Axel for 2. Miz and Axel giving it their all here tonight. Not a match. This is a fight. Reversals left and right. They're trading punches. This is brutal. How are they not bleeding right now? Miz gates the upper hand. Miz stake driver. He's too exhausted. He sets up for the skull-crushing finale, but it's countered belly to belly by Curtis Axel. Axel sets up that spinning neck breaker, hits it for 3. Axel is victorious. Hell of a match. Curtis Axel improves to 3-5. Miz dropping to 2-7. And we are ready for the main event. Well, we are live. It is time for the main event. It is the match we have been building to since SummerSlam. The SmackDown Live toughest tag team tournament winners, the Prime Time Players. They are making their way down to the ring. It is time for the main event of the evening, the Tag Team Extreme Rules match. Darren Young, Titus O'Neil, they have been foiled by American Alpha in normal competition, in singles competition. This is their match type. They won the tournament. They're dominant in it. It is their opportunity to prove that they are the toughest tag team on SmackDown. Next week on SmackDown Live, the go-home show, we will announce Dean Ambrose's Hardcore Championship contender. That match has been booked. The general manager will announce it next week on SmackDown Live. American Alpha making their way down to the ring. They have been nothing but impressive since their debut. Their debut the night after SummerSlam, or I guess the first SmackDown Live show after SummerSlam, defeating Darren Young and Titus O'Neil in tag team action. They would go on to defeat the Wyatt family in an extreme fashion in the Primetime Players style of match. Of course, Chad Gable getting the upper hand over Darren Young last week on SmackDown. Are you ready? I have been waiting to see this matchup for a couple of weeks now. Here we go. Darren Young, Titus O'Neil versus American Alpha. And look at this, American Alpha double teaming Titus O'Neil, the powerhouse of the Primetime Players. If you don't remember, in the tournament leading up to SummerSlam, this was actually kind of a crazy event. Darren Young would take most of the damage. He would be the sponge of the team. And then Titus O'Neil would do most of the damage. So it seems American Alpha is playing to that strength. They are trying to take out Titus O'Neil quickly. Here comes a ladder being introduced into this matchup by Darren Young, but Darren Young is stuck on the outside. I don't know if it's out of fright, but here comes Jason Jordan to collect the soul of Darren Young. Titus O'Neil now has Chad Gable all alone. Steel steps being involved here in this matchup. Oh my God! Chad Gable, the victim of Titus O'Neil. Gable back to his feet, takes the stairs away. But he can't quite handle the steel steps. A battle ensues over the steel steps on the outside. Darren Young has the advantage on the inside. Steel steps to the face of Titus O'Neil. Now they're being crushed on the chest. Gable in control on the outside. Darren Young in control on the inside. Who would have thunk? Back into the ring here. Oh. Darren Young gonna use that ladder in a malicious way. Gets hit with a neck breaker instead by Jason Jordan. Brilliant reversal. Chad Gable, Titus O'Neil duking it out on the outside. Fists are flying on SmackDown Live. Jason Jordan with a huge clothesline ducked out of the way. Oh my God, those steel steps are standing up in a horrible fashion. Titus O'Neil being thrown up the ramp, I'm sorry. Huge elbow to the cement. Jason Jordan That hand cradled behind the back hits a scoop slam. The full body weight of Darren Young landing on his wrist. Titus O'Neil with a reversal hits a suplex on that concrete. I mean, steel sucks. It really does suck to have a move hit upon you on steel, but it sucks so much worse on cement. Steel dents. Cement does not give. Jason Jordan on the inside, belly-to-belly suplex to Darren Young. Titus O'Neil fall-away slam to Gable on the outside. The two smaller superstars of these tag teams being taken control of here. Darren Young fights back. Gable fights back. There's a beautiful textbook suplex from Darren Young. Gable on the outside, taking it to Titus O'Neil. This match has been in two different worlds here. The inside of the ring and the outside of the ring. And this is a strategy I did not expect. I did not expect Titus and Chad Gable to be matched up. I did not expect Jason Jordan and Darren Young to be matched up. Pinfall, no, not in the ring. Jason Jordan controlling Darren once again. Titus controlling Gable once again. I think Titus is making his way back towards the ring. No, he's going for the steel steps. Oh, he's going to crush him in between steel and concrete. Good God. He's going to do it again. Oh. Oh, again. Oh. Titus O'Neil has obliterated Gable on the outside. Darren Young on the inside. Hitting the leg drop combo. The elbow combo, all affecting the neck. Titus O'Neil, good God, he's got Gable suspended. I think he's gonna hit a suplex onto those steel stabs. Good God! Oh my God, the violence! I dare you to show me a match like this on Raw. I dare you. Darren Young. Double knees straight to the chest of Jordan. Gable back to his feet. Can he reach the ring? 1, 2, he doesn't pay attention. Kick out. I don't know if that was an error by Chad Gable or just faith in his tag team partner, but it was almost over for American Alpha. They have been decimated. Darren Young has held his own against Jason Jordan, which was their game plan all throughout the tournament. Titus O'Neil dealt out the damage to Gable. 1, 2, 3, quick pin. And the Primetime Players defeat American Alpha in the main event of SmackDown Live. Look at these replays. Look at these highlights. Elbow to Jordan. Trying to pay attention here to both. Yeah, and here we go. Watch this fall away slam. They cut away the bad moment there. Darren Young pulling Jason Jordan into the middle of the ring. Look at him just dealing out some damage. This is the exact strategy they used all throughout the tournament. And you can just see Chad Gable's legs. Have Darren Young soak up the damage. Let Titus O'Neil deal it out. Double knees to the chest. I thought it was over here. Jason Jordan did take a lot of damage in the ring. 1, 2. I can't believe he kicked out of that. Out here on the outside, just watch this. Gable being thrown back into the ring. He had been decimated by steel steps in the concrete. Big boot to the side of the face. Could have a concussion. And look at this. Darren Young, insult to injury, just using the ladder. 1, 2, 3. Jason Jordan attempted to stop it. He was not there in time. The Primetime Players are successful at claiming that they are the toughest tag team on SmackDown. Where will American Alpha go with their first loss? What is next for the primetime players? Next week, we will find out the Hardcore Championship #1 contender. Exciting stuff coming up, but up next, Monday Night Raw, Undertaker giving you a sneak peek into the Hell in a Cell.